We have a corrupted Reaper. I wasn't even sure that these actually existed, so I'm really excited to find one of these guys in the same area that we've been running around in. Apparently, it's so epic that random music decides to play whenever one is spotted. What is going on, Nerd Paraders? Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for coming and hanging with me today. We're playing some more Ark Survival Evolved, and we are on the Extinction map. We're checking out all of the cool things and cool places that you can, and we're flying around in spectator mode, so we could do that relatively quickly. Now, what we're going to do is explore the wasteland, some of the, prototype Ark biomes, as well as see what kind of spawns happen where and what you need to do to get to those spots. Now, in the wasteland area, if you haven't been there before, when you go there, you take increased hunger, meaning your character gets hungry faster because it's a rough environment. It's a little buff that you get whenever you go there, and the wasteland is all this basically surrounding the city. While you're inside the ruined city, aka the sanctuary, you are safe and you're taking normal, let's say, hunger damage, for lack of a better term. So we're going to check out the city here really quick. These are the starting spawn points, and they seem to be relatively friendly with some passive dinos here. There are a couple of enforcers, which are the tech-looking guys that you can kill and then obtain blueprints for to build your own version of them. That's the taming mechanic for those guys. Some of them do spawn around this area, as well as the drones. You could shoot those down. I actually went way too fast, but there's one. You get some of those guys. By killing them, you have the chance to obtain a blueprint. The higher level, the better the quality of the blueprint. It can go up to Ascendant, depending on how high you kill. For example, we took down a 120, ended up getting a 120 level blueprint with an Ascendant quality tag attached to it. Anyway, this is the city, looking absolutely amazing. I love the detail. I think the scenery is awesome. This has quickly become one of my favorite maps in all of Ark. There's pteranodons around here. You could tame some pretty easily, get something to move around on. But we're just going to be checking out the zones really quickly in this video here today. Megatherium spawn on the map, as you can see one down there. There's beavers. We saw some of the panda creatures, which are also called gotchas. I think they look like a cross between a panda and a sloth. So I tend to call them pandemoniums or whatever. That's just my own Nerd Parade flared nickname to it. Anyway, progressing all the way through, in the wasteland, you will see some corrupted dinos. Killing these guys will give you corrupted skin/spores, which function as organic polymer. Any of the corrupted dinos will give them to you. As you see, there's a corrupted stego. We've got some more over here, another corrupted stego. And we'll find more as we go along through the wasteland. Trike, all types of corrupted dinos are in this area. As we progress further through here, we're going into the snow area, which is right over here. And this is where you may have seen the Ice Titan appear. It can be summoned over in this area, as well as the Frost Drake type creatures, a Mana Garmer. Forgive me if I'm saying the name wrong. It's possibly butchered, but they basically function as rock drakes with a frost breath capability. They can freeze your enemies in their path. It's quite cool. Those tend to spawn over here in this area, and if we can happen to spot one, we are going in spectator mode, so things are a bit fast. They may not show up right away. We've got some mammoths, some dire wolves. Those do spawn on Extinction map. We've also got some Megaloceri, which is definitely the plural for Megaloceros. More Megatheriums. There's some metal nodes over here in the snow, but killing... Oh, there's one of the frost owls, or snowy owls, or weird thermal vision looking owls. Those guys are quite cool. You can also get the metal scraps. So one of the questions that I've been faced with so far is, how do you get metal on this map? Well, you can come here and farm metal nodes, or you can kill the creatures, the mechanized creatures, for metal scraps, which smelt down the same as metal ingots. So that might be very useful to you guys to know if you didn't know that. Also, another tidbit of information, when you're in the sanctuary zone, this is very important, you will see light posts. Now, normal conventional Ark logic would say, hey, I can't harvest these, but hit them with your pick or your hatchet, and you can get some elemental dust, which you can make elemental out of, crystal, and sometimes some metal scraps from them. So be sure to harvest the light posts whenever you see them around your area, especially in the sanctuary. As we continue to sail through here as quickly as we can, checking out the map. Here's one. We have found one of the frost drakey creatures. Quite cool. Quite cool indeed. You'll be able to tame those guys over here. Progressing ever forward, We're heading out of the prototype Ark zone, back into the wasteland, and over to this area. Ooh, and it's quite red. What you want to do is be very careful while you're in this area. There's also something that's kind of neat that I should mention. There's not a world border in Extinction, and you won't hit Skybox, but you will start taking damage because your implant, it says specifically, your implant has become unstable, and you're taking damage the higher you go. So if you go out of an area that would be considered world border, your character is subject to just dying. No more friendly barriers to protect you. As we head back over here in this area, this is the one that is probably the most important and the one that's going to be highly asked about. This is where the corrupted drakes spawn. You'll also see some corrupted gigas and rexes, as well as carnos and other carnivores in this area. Ah, many corrupted wyverns. Many corrupted wyverns. As well as a giga. This is a dangerous area. It also seems to be rather rich in resources that you could come over here and farm. Is the risk worth the reward? I'll let you guys decide on that one. Let me know what you think in the comments below here. As we progress further through the corrupted areas, what I'm going to call it, you'll notice that you're not seeing a lot of other creatures. Now, creatures or dinos tend to spawn in massive clusters. This video is being released the day after Extinction is launched. I'm sure this will be something that's fixed, but you're seeing big areas with large groups of creatures, and then really large areas with absolutely nothing in them. I'm very certain that this will be updated just as soon as it possibly can be. I can't imagine that this was intended by the Wildcard developers, but like I said, a big cluster F of dinos right over here, and then basically nothing as you surround everywhere else. Now, this is the area where you're going to find your corrupted pteranodons. You're going to find some more corrupted stegos, as well as just normal T-Rexes. We've also got some trikes, some tech stegos, and spinos. Corrupted spinos are out here, so those things do spawn on the map. Some corrupted paraceratheriums, and an awful burning sound, which might make me think that it's hot or dangerous in this area. Proceed here with caution. We've got some corrupted Arthropelura. It looks like a corrupted version is available for almost all dinos as we skate around here, surveying the land. Hello? Why, hello there, friend! I didn't know that you existed. But it appears that is a corrupted rock drake. I think we've just discovered something fantastic. This area must be documented for further scientific study and potential taming. We've stumbled upon another epic find in the wastelands. We have a corrupted reaper. I wasn't even sure that these actually existed, so I'm really excited to find one of these guys in the same area that we've been running around in. Apparently, it's so epic that random music decides to play whenever one is spotted. We've also discovered some Brontos in the area. Good to know that Brontos spawn on Earth, but I haven't spotted a corrupted version yet. Corrupted raptors, yes. Scorpions, yes. And everyone's favorite gas bag looking bug slash fart creature spawns over here. Now this technically qualifies as the wasteland, I would believe. We're going to fly up a little bit higher so you can kind of get your bearings to see where I'm at. And gas bags are around here. Now this is kind of like a geyser zone, I would believe. There are geysers in Extinction. If you stand on them, they will shoot you up into the sky. It's quite a fun little roller coaster to ride. We encountered those in the desert biome. This looks like a sulfur pit to me. And the gas bugs tend to spawn on the outskirts of it that I've seen so far just from flying around. We still are running into the same problem, which I'm sure is going to change. We've got clusters, and then not so much. Open spots with basically sparse dinos to choose from, and then big clusters in small other areas. Next, I'm going to take you to the edge of the world. I believe these beacons serve as some kind of warning because there is a rather sharp drop-off right here in the area, but we've spotted a rather rare creature, I might think. In this cluster F, we have some corrupted wyverns as well, but if you take a closer look, that is a corrupted Tech Rex. There is a corrupted Tech Rex here. Even tech dinos are not immune to the corruptions of the Earth. Our adventures continue and they take us to the desert biome, the prototype desert biome of the Ark. Now, What we have here is what you would typically find on your Scorched Earth servers. You have Morellatops, you have some Thorny Dragons, Ankylosauruses, Scorpions, there's Doeds roaming around, Direwolves you'll see, and there are a few caves around here. There also is the new fancy turret dino, which I'm very excited to play with. I believe it's called a Villanosaur. I might be torturing the name. I'm really good at that, but you'll find these beauties over here in the desert biome. Go get your turret dino here. Now, you'll also find a couple of caves in this area. Inside these caves, here's one. This is kind of an important area, so I'll fly up so you can see where I am at directly. Get your bearings. There is the obelisk. There is a cave here. Inside this cave, you'll find something that you may or may not be able to tame. I don't know if these are considered cave dinos and taming is off for them, but there are mantises or manti on Extinction. Onyx are inside the cave. Again, not 100% sure if these qualify as cave dinos, but you should be able to tame them if they're not. You have a stunning view of well, I'm getting a little bit of frame lag in here because I'm in spectator mode and it's trying to load in a lot, but a stunning view of the outside world. There's also a bit of a surprise waiting for you inside of here. There are golems. Again, I'm not sure if you can tame them. I believe they classify as, you know, cave golems, but it's worth a shot, and it's worth knowing that they're there. Also, fancy cave drops, it seems, are available in this spot. Delving a little bit deeper into the cave itself, you'll find some very interesting and maybe some aberration reminiscent type structures. We could explore a little bit around here. Perhaps there's another drop or two, but there is one thing that I want to show you that might be considered rare or hidden or mostly unknown at this point. You have this. Is this the way to ascend? On Extinction? We won't be able to check in spectator mode. I'll leave it to you, Nerd Paraders, to figure out on your own. I've given you the tools. Go in here and see what you can do. For your last little bits of fun in the desert biome, you should definitely try to find yourselves one of these. And that's right. It's an old faithful geyser. If you stand on a geyser long enough, they might erupt. And you'll surely enjoy the end result. Maybe be sure to bring a sleeping bag. Or perhaps a parachute. That is going to do it for our quick and dirty tour, guys, of the Extinction map, flying around showing you where to find some of the dinos that you may be searching for. As I mentioned earlier in the video, these are the lampposts that you're going to want to farm for some resources that you may not expect to come out of them. There's also a terminal or two, such as these guys right here, which you can interact with, and they function as a cross-Ark transfer. So you can travel from Ark, download your creatures, upload your creatures, as well as build things within them. But their slots are limited, so you will still need a tech replicator to build some of the higher tier defense forces that you can get the blueprints for by killing. Anyway, guys, like I said, that's wrapping up the quick and dirty tour of our Extinction map. I hope you guys are just as hyped for Extinction as I am. If you liked this video, if it helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to destroy that thumbs up button for me. Let me know that you like the stuff that way. If you haven't done so yet, please be sure to subscribe to the page and become part of the Nerd Parade channel and see more cool Nerd Parade videos just like this one. Most importantly of all, guys, remember to take care of yourselves out there, stay awesome, and we'll catch you in the next Nerd Parade video. Later.